Hi guys, we are Ash and Joe. After months of research, we have finally bought ourselves a van. We went for a T350 Ford Transit long wheelbase van. In part 2, we ripped out the back of the van and removed the bulkhead. And in this episode, part 3, we will be showing you removing everything from the cab and cleaning the van. So the next step we're going to do, we think, is basically I've noticed that under this, where all the seats are, it's disgusting still. So I want to do it properly, so I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to rip the driver's seat, the passenger seat out, rip this floor up, and then while that cabin's empty, I'm going to recarpet this lining, black felt to take that, so I'm going to take that down. And also, if you have a look in the front, all this grey stuff, I quite like the black on top, so the top of the dash is black. So I'm going to rip all this out, the grey plastic, sand it down and spray paint it black so that the whole cab is nice and black and new. So that's the plan. Whether or not it's going to work, I don't know. I don't know how easy this is going to be. This is just an idea, so I'm going to see if I can get them out first of all.
Ugh,
Let's go.
I hope this is for the step and the engine doesn't fall out.
Little bolt, I think, underneath the step in order to get the step out. So I'm twisting these, hoping the step will come out.
We've already made the right choice because I've just took that seat off. There's a couple of clips on top, some bolts underneath. Look at the state of that step.
More cleaning.
Look at that. So yeah, I recommend if you're going to strip a van, take the seats out, take everything out, strip it, because that's just going to rot and rust. The seat belt is stuck on with a T45, which I don't have, so we're going to have to go to Halfords and pick one up. But the seat belt is out, but connected by a seat belt. And this is what we're left with.
Dirty.
This is caked in. I'm hoping it's not glued in.
I think
I'd like
it
to
is.
reuse it.
I think it is. Oh no, there you go. Okay. It's not horrific.
So on the door card, there's a couple of screws under the handle, in the thing, down the side. Just unscrew all that, but then when you're taking the door card off, be careful, because obviously it's connected to your electric window. So slide it to the left, and then it comes off. And obviously, as you can see behind, we now have to disconnect the window thing, which is easier said than done. So when you want to take the electrics off, and it's a bit fiddly, don't just pull it. Basically on here, there's like a little clip. If you get your flathead screwdriver, and you just press on that, and then it releases the clip.
Telling us today what useful bit of information.
Right guys, so my bit of information is, you need these Tork screws. You can get these from Halfords or Amazon. Basically, you need a range of sizes, okay? So this is what,
especially if you've got a Transit.
this is what they look like. These seat belts, to get the seat belts off the seat here, okay, there are a T50, okay, so T50 goes in there, and this one, and then T45, okay, this is for these metal plates. The seat bolts for the driver's seats and everything else is a T55. Important information. Some of these handles off, they can look quite tricky, but if you just use a flathead and there's something that's really thin, you basically just push that in that side and then get your little trowel in. It's hard not to mark it, but push in there and then that bit pops off, and then there's a screw behind that. So that's as far as I'm going to go. I've stripped down the dash. I might take, obviously, at some point this off and the radio out to upgrade the radio with a reverse camera. But for now, all that grey stuff is out in the back of the van, so we're going to sand spray that black. And then at the moment, obviously the floor, I mean, you can see here. So it's so that's just going to rot. But the other thing I'm going to do, I think the driver's side is worse than this, but this is all tattered and broke the rubber seal. So I'm going to pull that off and have to order a new one of that too. So yeah,
Let's get going.
let's get cleaning.
So just to give you a context how cold it is, we left the bucket outside, which is a rookie mistake, because it's frozen all our tools. So I don't really know how we're gonna clean today. Whoops.
Look at the state of this.
I think ripping the floor was a good idea, Ash.
Aye. Jack for the van and the tyre iron and everything, I didn't realise lives under here, under the driver's plastic trim and footwell. So that's interesting. Gives an update, Joe.
We're just cleaning mud. I think that's all we've done since we bought our godmother.
Literally all we've done. So we've now cleaned all the mud out, scraped as much as we can, and obviously we've got the vac. We've decided we're going to vac it out, and now we're just going to get a damp cloth and wipe it down. Unfortunately, this thing that's got a hole in and a bit tattered on Joe's side, we can't take this out because I have to rip the whole dash out, because it goes right up back there behind all the pedals behind that. Yeah, it goes right up behind everything. So we're just going to clean it as best we can, and I'm going to leave that. Let me know what you think, if you think it's worth ripping out the dash to replace that. But I don't think it is, personally. We're just going to wipe as best we can underneath and leave it.
Figure out how to get that seat off.
Aye, aye, boss.
So these bits are so annoying because they're just like sticky, and when you wipe it, it just smears. Pop it on here. It's just so sticky. I give it a quick wipe, just using some like antibacterial cleaner, like grease remover. Right guys, just an update. Basically, we're getting at that stage now where we just can't get past the cleaning stage. Everything is filthy in this van. It needs wiping. We've wiped the floor, we've mopped the floor, we've wiped the floor, and then it's got dirty again. So like, I just feel like we're going round and round in circles with cleaning, wiping. I've still got to take this panel off the door. Still got to take these panels off these doors, and then obviously that's going to be dirty inside. Everything in here. Like all these panels at the bottom are still getting dirty. Like I want to be at the stage now where we're sanding all the rust off in order to rust eat it and prime it, but we've still just got loads of cleaning to do. So the fun of cleaning. Okay guys, so I completely stripped all the dash stuff from the front of the van. I was gonna sort of sand it down, put some grease cleaner on, prime it and paint it. However, I've been speaking to some people on some forums, these two forums. Please make sure if you're doing a van conversion that you check them out and put any comments that you have, because people, you know, that have done this process before can answer the questions. So yeah, as I said, I was going to spray it all black, but I've decided I'm not going to do that anymore. I will eventually do that in like next year down the line, but right now I don't want to waste all my time, energy and effort in spraying it black at the moment. So I've done a lot of job by taking it off. So basically I'll show you some close-ups, but they are absolutely filthy, they're greasy. So I'm glad I've took them off, because I'm going to be able to scrub them inside and out, make them all clean, and then I'm going to put some like, you know, back to black kind of stuff on them to bring out the colors and make them a little bit shiny. And the roof liner, I was going to felt in black, but I think I'm just going to again spray it in black vinyl spray to bring that up black. Let me know what you guys think. yeah, just comment and let me know what you think, if it will be worth doing it while I've got it off, or just to just leave it. And let me know if you think I should either spray that black or felt it. Also guys, a quick note, one of the bolts that I had to angle grind off is still in the van. I bought a left-handed extractor kit, drill set kit, but it didn't even touch the bolt whatsoever, so please comment below if you've got any tips for me of how I can get this bolt out, or if you think it's worth just leaving it in. So that's it guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you want to follow along our van conversion series, then don't forget to subscribe and hit that bell so you know when we release new videos. Next week's video, part 4, is going to be a how-to guide of rust proofing the van. As always, peace!